Hey guys, JasonLeeno here. I am finally back doing a long format video. It has been a long time with good reason because, quite frankly, I have been preparing for my comeback meet. That has been even longer. It has been almost 7 years since I've stepped on the platform in my singlet to kind of see if I can lift heavy weights. So it's going to be fun. I'm pretty excited for it, but it is honestly just going to be a comeback meet. Training's been sporadic in a sense of like consistent lifting. I've been dealing with like a little bit of a piriformis issue. I have got a little bit of a handle on it now, but when it comes to consistency of my deadlift, it's just been hit or miss. I don't know if it's like a physical thing or a mental thing, but as long as I go in and do my opener this weekend, I'm going to be super happy. And then after this weekend, if everything works out and I'm not completely jacked up, I then plan on being a little bit more competitive in hopefully the near future. So we're hoping for that, but like I said, it's just mainly a warm-up meet. I'm going to be competing for the WPC this time, and I will be competing in 165 once again. I chose to do 165 just because, well, I'm not that heavy, but I can tell you this, I'm not 165 anymore, that's for sure. I had to get used to eating like a normal person, so I don't go overweight, which has been kind of driving me nuts because I'm that guy who basically always overeats and never actually gets fat. So I can put on weight though, I can tell you that. So today it's going to be my 24-hour weigh-in, so I'm going to be weighing today, competing tomorrow, but I can assure you after I weigh in, I am going to be stuffing my face because I've definitely missed that. So things have been fantastic. Just wanted to kind of quickly tag in, let you guys just know what's been happening, what's up, what's going to be happening. You are going to see a familiar face once we get together later today, and that's going to be Mr. Jesse Sullivan, one of my original training partners, strong as an ox. He's never competed before, wanted to compete this year, wanted to give it a shot. So I've been coaching him over the last so many months to kind of dial him in because, quite frankly, he's always just trained how I train and then tried to lift heavy afterwards. So this time he's actually been lifting what he should be lifting for the style he lifts. So it's going to be pretty impressive. It's not going to be like anything crazy, but I could tell you, it's okay. You want to know what it actually is? Kind of something crazy. I'm just trying to undersell in case he sees this before we actually go and compete, but man, that guy is strong as a freaking ox, and it's pretty impressive. So you gotta look forward to that. I don't know if it's gonna be like a double video or if I'm just gonna tag him in certain things. I'm gonna see what he wants to do because I told him I'd record stuff for, you know, his friends and his family and stuff like that. But that's pretty much where I'm gonna leave it for now, guys, until I check in next time, just because I don't want to ramble too much. But thank you so much for sticking around, and hopefully you enjoy this long format video. If you do, hit that thumbs up down below, drop me a comment, let me know you're still here, and I will see you in a few. All right, guys, just weighed in at 73 kilos. I did not think I was going to be that underweight. I thought I'd be closer like 163, 165, but if I did my math right, I'm like 161. So yeah, that's interesting. That's probably the lightest I've been in a long time. I'm about 9 pounds off of my comfortable bloat where I normally sit. So yeah, that's the best part about 24-hour weigh-ins. I have lots of time to put that weight back on.
Michael Milton on deck and Arian Vanderwerk in the hole. 6 lifters left in first attempts. Lift is good. Weight stays the same for.
Here is JasonLeeno, 152.5 kilos at a body weight of 75 kilos. I'm not great at math, but that seems pretty good. Great deadlift. Lift is plenty good. Keep going. Yep. Great lift, Jason. Great lift.
Ariane Van Noort, David Stewart, and rounding it out, Jordan Floyd.
Well, that was an adventure. Guys, I finally did it. It's almost been 7 years, but I managed to step back on the platform. And, what do you want me to tell you? It didn't really go as great as I would have to say. So, following along through this video, or even if you saw a live stream, there's some questions to ask, like, what happened to your third attempt squat? Well, since on my third attempt squat, the spotter hit me with the rack when he dropped the hooks down for the monolift, the judges decided to take away that lift because they deemed the weight wasn't under control. Even though you can clearly see the gentleman who was controlling the hook say, no, that's me, like I hit him, he was good. They didn't give it to me. So it is what it is. I guess that's why they say don't leave it in the judge's hands. It was my first time using a monolift, which I didn't know how I was going to handle it. It's definitely a lot easier when you wrap your knees. So I'll just have to keep that in mind for next time. Maybe not lean so much forward and, just try to watch out what's going to actually happen. Now, my bench, yeah, it's definitely a learning curve. So when I went through all the attempts, I did not know the rules for benching would change that much with the new federation. Normally you have to, you hold out the weight, they say start, press, and then rack. These ones, they just kind of assume you're going to have it under control and you start the repetition when they say, press off the chest, which threw me off a lot. And not worrying so much about downward motion before that also threw me off. So there was definitely a lot more in the tank for the bench, but that's on me. That's solely on me. I did go over the rules, but I didn't go over the lift rules, if that makes sense. Like I didn't think they would change, so I went in under the wrong impression. So that's on me. The deadlift, I am so happy with that deadlift. It wasn't my best, but if you really follow along, like through Instagram or Facebook Shorts or even TikTok or whatever, you'll know I've been struggling with 370 for a while. It's been hit or miss. And the fact that I was able to pull 380 felt pretty darn good. So I'm pretty happy with that. Now, when it comes to the overall results of the meet, this is where it gets kind of confusing for me. And to be honest, probably for you guys as well, because this is a little bit of a unique situation I'm in. So first and foremost, this is the first meet I've ever been in where they calculate your weight to your strength ratio. So weight classes didn't really matter, which was kind of weird because like I was actually trying to follow people within my category to try to make sure I could stay on point. So that doesn't really matter. And then overall, fortunately, Jesse, he actually took second place, which was fantastic. And I managed to take fifth, which was confusing because in this federation, raw means no sleeves, no wraps. They count knee support as the exact same thing. So I signed up for classic raw and I wrapped my knees. However, I don't know if it was meet day or when I signed up, there was confusion and they put me down as raw. So I technically took fifth while accidentally cheating, but it doesn't make sense because I did sign up for classic raw. So if you bump me up to the open classic raw category, I technically took second because since it was a nationally ranked meet, everybody was going by age groups and everything to try to set records. So when it comes to open classic raw, there's only two people. It was me and this other guy. And clearly my total wasn't the best total. So I am looking over the spreadsheet like I would have taken second. So all in all though, it was a complete success. I am not injured. I left it like completely injury free. Like it was fantastic. Everything actually did go basically as planned. That 347, even though it doesn't count towards my total, I hit 347. I planned to hit 347. That was my max overshoot. So I managed to do a 17-pound increase off of my last training total, which is an ideal peak. Like I said, bench was a wash. I definitely had more in the tank, but like I said, the bench rules confused me. That's on me. And then the deadlift, I'm happy I pulled that 380. So all in all, everything went great because the numbers that I was essentially trying to hit and I've been planning to try to hit for a while worked out in the end. Even with all the discouraging moments I had, everything worked out in the end. So that's definitely a win. I 100% plan on stepping back on the platform once again. Give it about 6 months because honestly, I think that's probably all I can handle. So for the next so many weeks, it's going to be off season. And then I'm going to go through a pretty elongated building phase because, you know, I definitely need to put some strength on. That's for sure. Federation wise, we'll see how things go. I did reach out to the meet director. I doubt he'll change the results. I'm assuming that'll probably be a little bit harder and they've already given out awards and things of that nature. But yeah, I'll have to play the next meet by feel. I don't know what federation will be, but there definitely will be another meet. But guys, thank you so much for joining me on this journey, as sporadic as it has been video-wise, short format to long format. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this longer format video. I know some of you love them and other people are like, I just want to see the results. So we'll have to see how this does. But once again, thank you guys so much. I do truly appreciate it. It feels nice to finally call myself a powerlifter once again. Even though I'm not the perfect powerlifter, I still managed to put up a decent total for someone who had to contemplate retiring for the last couple of years. So I'm happy with that, and I plan on keeping this momentum going. So do me that favor, guys. Go down below, drop me a comment. Love to hear what you have to say. And then, as always, please hit that like, share, and subscribe to spread that love. The bigger this channel gets, the more I'll be able to share with you guys, and the more I can potentially be able to help you as well. So please hit that subscribe, and I will see you next time.